It's a girl boss civil war. Even Jasmine Crockett knew that Kamala's campaign was a certified stinker. Jazzy recalling how the ex-Veep's team rejected her offer to campaign in rural America during the election until it was too late.
When it came down to the presidential, I told the team, I said, stop sending me to all the urban centers. Yes, I can do that. Yes, but you got plenty of surrogates that can go do that. You need to send me to rural America. And they were looking like, huh? And I'm like, listen, I was in East Texas. I live there. I know the struggles. I'm like, just try me. Like, trust me on this.
I feel like I just walked. No, I feel like I just walked into a bank, and that lady was asking for a loan, and the lady said, "I don't know," and the other one's going, "But here, I need a." It did not look like an actual show. Like she's saying, like, "Look, I have my stuff here," and the other lady's like, "I'm sorry," and that's not racist. I'm just going by the body language. See, she's like going, "I don't think you have the income for this." And she's like, "But if you look, I got the stubs. And she's like, "Look, if I were in charge, I would give you the loan right away.
It's not my call.
But it's not my call." And she said, "Is it because I'm black?" Just, "No, I have black friends." And she goes, "Show me one of your black friends." And she goes, "I'll be right back." And then she runs outside, gets into a car, goes to Brooklyn. She finds like a microbrewery. She gets wasted.
And then she comes up with a campaign strategy for Kamala.
Exactly. I have nothing else to add to this. Let's go to Harold, because Harold
It knows banking.
he knows banking.
This is another. We did a clip yesterday on Katie Porter, the candidate for governor in California, who couldn't answer questions, and we now have this. Ms. Crockett is saying that the Harris campaign didn't understand that they're rural America and urban America. What Democrats are lacking, and it's great to do all these autopsies on things. We need ideas. We need answers. People are looking for ways to help make their lives more affordable all across the country. Looking back at what should have been done in the Harris campaign or not wanting to answer follow-up questions from reporters is not the path to victory.
Dana, what do you think?
Well, first of all, nobody really ever saw a show that we did years and years ago called Paytona.
Yes.
It was a morning show. And
Short-lived.
It was like a joke show, a parody. I thought that we were watching that.
Yeah.
With like the fake set and everything behind you. It's held up with like chicken wire and duct tape. When Jasmine Crockett is the one mocking the political wisdom of something like Kamala Harris's campaign, you know things aren't great. And I agree with Harold. Of course, there has to be a way to look forward. But I also think, Jasmine Crockett's not wrong.
Yeah.
You cannot expect to win these elections. If you look at the electoral map, if you think you can only win those blue cities and you're going to win, you're probably going to come up short. You have to win at least some of those rural votes, and at least she was trying. But she's somebody who called ICE slave patrols. Trump Hitler. She attacks police. She complains about white tears. Remember, she called Governor Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels. I'm not sure how well that's going to go over in rural America.
Yeah, but you did call him hot, so there's something there. Emily, you are, I think people don't know that you were the inspiration for Mean Girls. So what's going on here? Is Jasmine making her move? Is she like saying, like, "I'm the new chick in town, you're gone, Kamala"?
Oh, maybe. It sounds like you know more about Mean Girls than I do. I thought it looked like the green room of like an Eastern European figure skating, like a local competition.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm removing the identity from this person because I wholeheartedly agree with you that she has lost her credibility to speak about anything political. However, what she said I thought was actually really true, because in Kamala's campaign, it wasn't tactical that they overlooked the rural communities. That is their blind spot. We have learned, right? Urban is the base and rural is write-off. And that's what they have shown that they think about Republicans and also half of their Democrat Party. And I think this also showed, if this is true, that their consultant logic always dominates any type of local instinct. No, the polls show, nope, this script is true and tested, and this is what the digital model is saying. And then they come out, and according to this story, then all of a sudden, okay, you were right, we're going to send you to rural communities, and now it's too late. Everything that they do is this sort of academic, cerebral, creation of this mechanism without actually just sitting down and being like, what do my constituents need?
Yeah.
What do Americans need? It's like they're always disconnected. And final point, their message collapsed. It's like a beef Wellington, as I learned at the commercial break what that puff thing is. Because this whole time they were saying things like, save democracy and protect rights and save jobs. But if they really meant it, then they would have been in those small towns. They would have been at the factories. All of it was just empty words.
She just ran a crappy campaign. I mean, that's just,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that's what it was. I mean,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
in rural areas.
Yeah, Charlie, I think she should have gone with souffle and not beef Wellington. But okay, that's just an analogy destroyed.
You are the analogy police.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, the criticism is correct about the campaign, but also I think she's totally lying. She didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, that's what I
She
think.
didn't
Yeah.
say send me there. And by the way, can you imagine if they did send her there? The campaign did try to go with Tim Walz, and they sent him all over the country. And I think the only thing that would have been a bigger disaster than sending Tim Walz around the country would be sending that woman to rural areas all around the country, because they wouldn't know what to make of her, and they certainly wouldn't. She wouldn't convince them to vote for Kamala Harris.
All right. Let's move on, shall we? Up next, can losing your TDS make you a hottie?
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.